Hello, friends, and welcome back to TJKidz Super Fun Stories, where imagination becomes reality. I'm TJ, and I'm really happy to have you guys here with me today. Today's story is about an axolotl named Alexa. And who doesn't love axolotls, right? They're just so cute, aren't they? Although Alexa is super cute, she likes to get into a lot of mischief while her owner is away. Hey, do you guys want to hear a fun fact? We are all pronouncing the word axolotl wrong. Yeah, the word was actually invented by the Aztec civilization, and the correct way to pronounce it is axolotl. But since many people may be confused, we're just going to stick with the pronunciation that most of us know as axolotl. Today is the first episode of the Adventures of Alexa Axolotl. Let's find out what she's up to today. So grab a comfy spot, get cozy, and join me for this adventure. The Adventures of Alexa Axolotl, Episode 1, The Pond. Alexa was a very cute and curious little axolotl. She lived in an aquarium that sat on a shelf by the window of a cozy little bedroom. Alexa was a rare color and breed of axolotl. She had glistening, light purple skin that glowed in the moonlight, an adorable little smile, and big, friendly eyes. Her face was so lifelike that she almost looked human. Alexa loved her owner, a sweet little girl named Sabrina. Sabrina took great care of Alexa and was always sure to let Alexa know when she was leaving and when she would be back. Maybe this wasn't necessarily a good thing, however, because when Sabrina was away, Alexa would play. Play meaning she would go on wild adventures with her friends and usually get into some mischief. One morning, after Sabrina left for school, Alexa had some big plans for a new adventure. She popped out of her little home and crept over to the room next door. This was Sabrina's brother's room, and he had an amphibian aquarium of his own. That was where Pickle, a green frog, and Stella, an orange salamander, lived. "Hey guys, Sabrina just left for school. You ready?" said Alexa. "Oh boy, Alexa, what are you getting us into now?" asked Stella. "I haven't even finished my breakfast," said Pickle, as he whipped out his tongue, scooping in a cricket. "Ew," said Stella. "You eat the same thing," Pickle replied. "But I do it gracefully," Stella responded. "Okay, enough horsing around, you two. Let's go. Destiny awaits," Alexa said. "Where are we even going?" Pickle asked. "Okay, get this," Alexa responded excitedly. "I have it all mapped out. We are going back to my room through the window and heading to the pond outside to explore. It'll be great, and there will be plenty of breakfast for you there too, Pickle." "That sounds pretty dangerous," Stella responded. "Fresh breakfast buffet? I'm in," said Pickle. "Great. Follow me, guys. I'll keep you safe. I promise," Alexa said as she led the way back to Sabrina's room. After a few tries, the three of them were able to pry the window open, just enough to slip outside. Alexa led the three of them to the pond. "This way, guys. We're almost there," she said, pointing to the pond. "Are you sure this is safe?" Stella asked nervously. "Of course," Alexa responded. We're amphibians. This is where we come from." After some short, rather simple travel, the three friends had arrived at the pond. It was even more beautiful and inviting than they had imagined. The pond was teeming with life. It shimmered so beautifully in the sunshine. Frogs, turtles, and other creatures were out sunbathing and searching for morning breakfast right on the water's edge. It was like a dream. "See? I told you guys," said Alexa. "Isn't it beautiful?" "Wow, it sure is. Race you to the water," Stella said as she sprinted toward the pond and dove in head first. Alexa and Pickle followed right behind her with their finest dives. Alexa did a belly flop. The three friends swam and played for quite some time. There was so much wonderful food to eat. They raced each other, played some tag, and even had some diving competitions. It was the best time, and things were going so well. It was like paradise. Until... "Get out of the water!" shouted a frog sitting on a rock at the edge of the pond. "It's Big Sandy!" Big Sandy was a giant snapping turtle, and she was hungry. And she was heading straight for the three friends. "I knew this was too good to be true," shrieked Stella as she swam frantically to the shore. Alexa was the fastest and the first to reach land. Stella made it shortly after, tired and out of breath. "We made it," she said, huffing and puffing. "Wait, where's Pickle?" asked Alexa, with worry in her voice. "Help!" Pickle shouted. "She's right behind me!" Big Sandy was closing in on Pickle, and it was looking like he wasn't going to make it to shore. And then he disappeared. "No!" shouted Alexa as she dove back into the pond. After some frantic searching, Alexa could see that she still had hope. Big Sandy had a hold of Pickle's leg with her claw as she was drawing him in closer. Alexa needed to act fast. She found a stick on the edge of the pond, grabbed it, and dove back in. Alexa jabbed the stick at Big Sandy's belly, which was enough for her to lose her grip on Pickle's leg. Then she gave another poke right into Big Sandy's nose. That was just enough to slow Big Sandy down and allow for them to get out of harm's way. And they swam swiftly back to shore. "Thank you," said Pickle, out of breath. "You saved me." It was nothing," said Alexa. "I'm the one who got us into this mess anyway. And I need to keep the two of you safe. You guys are my besties." "Maybe no more pond adventures," Stella said, and the three friends had a good laugh of relief. Alexa, Pickle, and Stella had had enough adventure for one day and decided to head back home. They waved goodbye to their new pond friends and wished them good luck and safe travels through the pond. They crept back through Sabrina's window and made their way inside. The three of them had some laughs, remembering their wild adventure. Then they hugged and said goodbye for now. Later that afternoon, Sabrina came home and was excited to see her cute little pet, Alexa. "Hey there, girl. Are you hungry?" she asked as she dropped some worms in the aquarium. "Why are you so tired? Don't you want to eat?" she asked. "Oh well,
I guess you had a busy day.
Alexa just grinned and mumbled to herself.
You have no idea.
The end. And that's the end of our story for today, friends. Wow, that was pretty exciting. Just when you think you're in paradise, and a giant snapping turtle comes in to ruin your fun. Hey, that reminds me of a good lesson I learned from this story. It's okay to have fun adventures with your friends, but make sure you're always being safe. And if your friends have trouble, make sure to always be there for them in any way that you can. What did you learn? Well, that's it for today, friends. Thanks for tuning in. See you on the next one. Toodles!